Okay, I'm juiced. Coach Hawk here in front of UC Davis Health Stadium. Ironic, Jim Soker, architect of 20 conference championships in a row, the Bob Foster Team Center. Really, really excited to be here today. A culmination of a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of support, a lot of leadership. We're going to be blessed with a lot of people you're going to hear from today that are part of a pivotal moment in Aggie athletics. And every organization grows in these pivotal moments. And thanks to our leadership and our donors, we're going to make this happen. Today, I'm going to introduce our leader. Came here a couple years ago from Georgia Tech. He is the captain of the Starship UC Davis Aggies. We love this guy. He's done a lot for the promotion of the university, along with Kevin Blue, our athletic director, who he drafted another few years ago. I'm going to turn it over to our chancellor. He's been the kingpin on this whole thing. Take it away, Chancellor May.
Thank you, Coach Hawkins, and thanks to all of you that are joining us here today virtually. Plenty to celebrate here today for UC Davis athletics and for the future of the university. Student Athlete Performance Center is a perfect example of the growing collaboration between UC Davis athletics and UC Davis Health. For student athletes and prospective students, it means a first-class recruiting opportunity, an academic support facility, one that maximizes their time as an athlete and as a student here on our campus. For UC Davis Health, it's the ultimate fulfillment of a goal to have an expanded footprint on the UC Davis campus and provide sports medicine access to our local community. This is just the start of the benefits that our new performance center is going to bring. Reaching this proud day has taken a tremendous amount of planning and support. The project comprises a 38,000 square foot building, plus a 16,000 square feet of renovated space in the Bob Foster Team Center on UC Davis Health Stadium's perimeter. A natural grass practice field, which you're all standing on right now, is part of the project, and that was completed in 2019 in the fall. The building will be located not too far from here at the southwest corner of Hutchinson Drive and LaRue Road. Now, we can't wait for our students, our friends, and our alumni and the entire community to see it when it's completed. One of the key players in this project is a guy by the name of Jim Carroll, our university architect and associate vice chancellor of design and construction management. Now, Jim joined UC Davis in 2018 after 6.5 years at Auburn University, where he served as the university architect. Before that, he worked in the private sector and completed a wide mix of university projects. He's a member of the Association of University Architects, the Society for College and University Planning, Leadership and Educational Facilities, and the American Institute of Architects. Jim is also a LEED certified accredited professional. With all his experience, UC Davis will gain a beautiful and efficient new athletic center thanks to his leadership. Now, before we hear from him, we have a special guest joining us on video. Let's hear from David Lubarsky, Vice Chancellor of Human Health Sciences and Chief Executive Officer for UC Davis Health. Thank you.
This is a great moment in time when we are really taking the care of our student athletes to a new level as we build the Student Athletic Performance Center. As you know, UC Davis Health not only named the stadium, but invested in a sports medicine program that really is second to none to support our student athletes. And I'm really proud to say that as the Student Athletic Performance Center goes up, we'll be expanding that sports medicine faculty to take care of our students and our staff and our faculty and adults in our community who need sports medicine care. As an avid cyclist myself, I can't tell you the number of times I've had self-induced injuries that really require the expertise of a sports medicine doctor, and there are none better than ours right here at UC Davis Health. It's great to have joined you here at the virtual groundbreaking, and I am looking forward to being part of your future soon.
Thank you, Dr. Lubarsky. I'm honored and excited to be here this morning. Occasionally, university community has the opportunity to celebrate a new facility. From a groundbreaking to topping out ceremony, close-in lunches, and ribbon-cutting celebrations, these events provide great energy and excitement and pride for the campus, and accolades for the many professionals working every day to design and construct the facility. Today, I'd like to share for you a few thoughts on our program, process, and people that have enabled this day. The program of a facility refers to the individual rooms, departments, or units that make up the building as a whole. This program is a rare combination of spaces for students, including classroom space, fitness elements, study spaces, practice and game day areas. It also includes a lot of meetings and office space for coaching staff and leadership areas for our teams in intercollegiate athletics. Finally, clinical space for athletics, training, sports medicine, and a large public-facing clinic for UC Davis Health will be within the building. In order to offer the most inclusive and transparent design process, DCM selected the design build methodology for this. This process allowed us to work with 3 different design teams developing different design solutions. It also allowed us to invite important members of the campus team and significant philanthropic supporters to join the evaluations during the early design phases. The project wouldn't be a success without the input of these early constituents. And finally, the people make the process work. Successful teams speak of chemistry when they get to the championship game. Design and construction is no different. The companies that have joined our effort on this project are strong, highly collaborative professionals. It will make a difference between a good job and a great one. We have strong representation from our campus leaders, as you heard from Dr. May and Dr. Labarsky, and from FOA, our clients in intercollegiate athletics, our medical and clinical experts from UC Davis Health on both the Sacramento and the Davis campuses, and most of all, the coaches and staff, each of which played a pivotal role in defining the goals for the complex. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge our design and construction team of AECOM, Hunt, and Gensler. They led a skilled team of architects, engineers, interior designers, and specialty consultants, as well as some trade contractors to make sure that we get this right. And my team at DCM, Julie Nola, Howard Maxwell, and Greg Secor have done a fantastic job working with our peers throughout FOA, campus planning, facilities, and safety services. We're pleased to be here with you today and sincerely thank you for your time and efforts. Back to you, Coach.
Wow. Everything rises and falls on leadership, and you can see the tremendous leadership we have here. Thanks to Vice Chancellor Labarsky and Associate Vice Chancellor Carroll, and especially our main man, Chancellor May. I'm going to turn it over to another great leader, a guy who really saw this vision come true and done an amazing job here in his short time. One of the most progressive and active ADs in the country, our leader, Athletic Director Kevin Blue.
Thank you, Coach Hawk. I'm really excited to be here today. I'm particularly excited about this facility because of the transformational impact that it's going to have on the experiences of our student athletes, specifically the health and well-being of our student athletes. The facility offers a centralized hub for training, for rehab, for gathering spaces for our teams, and it also expands the dedicated footprint of our Aggie Evo program, which is our system for helping our student athletes move into the best possible job and graduate school opportunities upon completion of their UC Davis degrees. The Performance Center effectively addresses the growing needs of our athletics program, which has grown in both size and scope over the last few decades, and we're excited to see it come to fruition. The facility has generated incredible excitement in the community, but none of it would be possible without the support of many of the donors that are here today and donors out there like you all who are watching. So thank you for taking on such an important role in making this transformational facility possible for our student athletes. Now, I'm pleased to introduce 2 more coaches who are with us today, Coach Jim Less and Coach Jennifer Gross. All of you know our fantastic basketball coaches, obviously. Coach Less has been at the helm of UC Davis men's basketball since 2011, and since that time, our program has experienced incredible success on the court, including a 2017 appearance in the NCAA tournament. Not only has Coach Less contributed as a coach at UC Davis, he's also a UC Davis parent, with his son Tyler, who played on the team, graduating in 2015 and now in a fantastic career in medical device sales. Another Aggie alum, our head women's basketball coach, is Jen Gross. As you all know, Jen was an accomplished player in her own right as a point guard for UC Davis, setting school records and becoming one of the best players in Aggie women's basketball history. And since taking over as head coach in 2011, she continues the tradition of excellence that she showed in her playing career, with our women's basketball team at UC Davis capturing the last 4 Big West championships. So I'm honored to have both coaches represent UC Davis Athletics and join us here today. Please welcome Coach Less.
Thank you, Kevin. Our student athletes are talented, hardworking, and driven. They major in microbiology, managerial economics, and engineering, just to name a few, all while competing for championships in their respective sports. They truly are elite. Now, just imagine if we give these world-class student athletes some world-class resources. The new Student Athlete Performance Center is a game changer. They are truly a new level of distinction is coming to UC Davis. Under one roof, our student athletes will have access to premium health care, cutting-edge training equipment, academic support, and guidance to launch their post-UC Davis dreams. Our leaders of tomorrow will have the tools to build a culture of excellence that will make our UC Davis community Aggie proud for generations. Dreams don't become a reality unless you have special leaders and committed teammates who want to roll up their sleeves and work today to give others a better tomorrow. I have the privilege to introduce two very special couples who have done that for UC Davis. Bill and Nancy Rowe, Roger and Claudia Sahlquist. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your gift. Thank you for your belief in UC Davis athletics.
Well, I would certainly go back to the fact that this is an opportunity to really change the level of what UC Davis is up to athletically. Having this facility, I think, will change the nature of football, basketball, and probably everything up and down the line. Clearly, I think that if you have a basketball office for yourself and all your coaches, and also a place there where all your players can gather, I think that's a huge plus.
Having a venue such as the Mondavi Center or an art gallery such as the Manetti Shram and the football stadium all bring people together. And when people are together, they have fun and it's like a family. And we are able to come together and be together for events that bring not only the university together, but the town together with the university too.
First of all, Davis has wonderful athletics. And in order to improve upon it and get people to come and participate, you need to have up-to-date athletic facilities. And I think this performance center is exactly what the university needs.
As it is, they have to walk all over campus to get to the office, to the gym, to the rec hall. This will add an hour or two of free time to everybody's day and make them that much more productive. And, you know, we love Coach Les. You know, Coach, you're inspiring. And this gives you just one more tool. One of the things that we've seen over the years is how the athletic teams, the cohort and the cohesion they develop all results in higher academics too. I mean, they don't just play together and sweat together. They study together.
I'm so grateful for our donors because their support directly affects the success of our students. We've seen our student athletes grow into successful careers after graduation through Aggie Evo, our career preparation program that sets up our student athletes for a successful launch after graduation. And I'm so excited that this new center will house academic support and the Evo system, as well as multiple sport programs. The Student Athlete Performance Center is really a reflection of the growth that athletics has seen through the years as we've supported our students in academics, performance, and in professional life. Some of the academic resources that we'll have at the center include mock interview space, networking event spaces, breakout rooms, and so much more to help our students achieve the best possible career and postgraduate outcomes. Davis has been such a special place for me personally, both as a student athlete and as a coach and mentor now for our incredibly talented and bright young women. And I'm excited to see the impact that this building is going to have on future generations of Aggies. I know I personally can't wait to start touring around future recruits, showcasing the incredible resources that we have and the investment that we're making in our student athletes' futures. Now let's hear from a couple more of our leadership contributors about the impact of the building on our academic mission and the immersion of academic classes into an athletics facility.
Davis has always been the home of student athletes. And so having classes at this facility further integrates the student athletes into the heart of UC Davis. We are all so fortunate to be able to attend a school like UC Davis. And those of you who are playing sports there, it's got to be even better. I was never good enough to play a sport and go to school, but I'm certainly envious of you and the experience you have at a top university and playing sports that you love, and hopefully in facilities now that are state of the art and competitive with other schools. Renee and I would like to say thank you to the leadership of Kevin Blue, Gary May, and Bruce Edwards in getting this facility off the ground. It's been in people's minds for a long time, but it really took the three of you to get this done.
Well, I think this facility checks lots of boxes. Of course, there's the training facility, sports medicine. EVO will be housed there, the student outcomes group, and also classrooms. In addition, we had an opportunity to name an auditorium there that'll be used by the athletes, as well as for class lectures, but there's other classroom facilities and teaching facilities as well. So just the diverse nature of the things this offers, not only the weight room that was on my mind when we did this, but lots of other associate and pertinent facilities from health systems that gives them better presence and us more access, I think is really a winner all around for the campus and what we offer. Within the last 5 years, certainly, the project has taken shape. Athletics has increased the donor base and got some other partners involved in this project that have made it feasible. And I'm most impressed with what we've been able to do to make this a reality.
Kevin Blue and his team have impressively changed the face of the athletics at UC Davis. And I think the Performance Center is its shining example. And so when this comes together and brings all those components together in a really nice package, I'm impressed.
So humbling and so inspirational, and such a Davis experience, really. A world-class university, nationally ranked, globally ranked in many academic programs. 25 major sports we have here. UC Davis is a global and national power in many respects. And to see all our alums chip in and help out and pay it forward, truly inspirational. And an environment that you see academics, our EVO launch program, which is unique in college athletics as it is, a 10,000 square foot weight training facility, sports medicine, it's life, academics, and athletics integrated in the best possible way in such a unique experience. I can't help thinking about Bob Hamilton and Phil Swimley and all the guys, Will Lauder, Herb Schmallenberger, all the people that have waited for a pivotal moment like this. Another booster that's been very supportive is a great Aggie alum. Let's toss it out to Paul Salaberry.
The Strength Center, I think, is paramount to having successful athletes that we put in their best light to be able to exceed their expectations on the field, on the court, whatever the venue may be. But having the strength and the ability to train properly to avoid injury, to maximize performance, and quite honestly, just to feel good doing it, I think is really, really important. Nancy and I are extremely honored and humbled to be able to, participate and assist with the construction of the new Strength and Conditioning Center. And for us, this room was really, really important because, Nancy was a volleyball player and I was fortunate enough to be able to play football at UC Davis, but really it encompassed all the student athletes at UC Davis. This is one epicenter that brings all of them together where literally every single sport uses it and it enhances every single intercollegiate athlete at UC Davis. And for us, that was the most important thing. And we just hope that other student athletes will see that and it will motivate them. And maybe not today, but sometime down the road. When we graduated from UC Davis, we were like a lot of student athletes. We weren't exactly sure where our career was going to take us. We had no idea. And here we are, numerous years later, having the ability to contribute back to our university and to help student athletes who are exactly like us. And we hope that future generations will do the same.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you to you and Nancy for your extraordinary contribution to make this facility a reality. We're standing right now on a beautiful brand new outdoor grass practice field that will sit adjacent to the Student Athlete Performance Center. The field was completed in fall of 2019, and it is my profound honor and pleasure today to announce the name of this practice field. In honor of his decades of influence on UC Davis athletics, and specifically his influence on the football program, a handful of alumni came together to make a sizable contribution in this individual's honor. It's my privilege to announce that moving forward, this field will be known as the Bob Biggs Practice Field. As many of you know, Bob Biggs was an extraordinary coach for UC Davis for 3 decades and learned the pressure of leading the Aggies firsthand as a quarterback and signal caller in the early 1970s. Bob's influence on Aggie football has been felt for years and will be known for generations to come. Bob is a member of the Cal Aggie Athletics Hall of Fame and has been a positive influence on thousands and thousands of graduates of UC Davis. Bob is not able to be here today, but we did catch up with him last week for a few words on video.
Well, I was genuinely humbled and actually emotional when I first heard about the naming of the field. And I think even more important to me was that it was initiated by former teammates, people that have been friends of mine over the years. I think more importantly is you don't get the naming of a field like this for just being friends. It has to be because they respect the responsibility that I took on with so many other people that helped me to carry on the great traditions of Aggie pride and the Aggie football program. And so I'm truly humbled that the field is named in my honor, but I accept this on behalf of so many people. Well, I think anybody that's been in coaching understands that the real valuable lessons that student athletes learn are on the practice field. The games are an outcome of all the sacrifice and hard work that they've put in to be able to go out and have some joy and perform in front of crowds. But the real qualities are on the practice field. But they're learning the lessons that are going to make them so much more productive when they leave UC Davis. And when we talk about Aggie pride, those are the character qualities we talk about. So the practice field, that's where it really gets done. And again, to have my name associated with it is very humbling, and I'm extremely appreciative.
Feeling so very fortunate to be a part of this and tying the history. I keep thinking back to Bob Biggs as a player and an assistant coach and an offensive coordinator and a head coach and a guy really instrumental in getting us from D2 to Division I. Bob Foster, Jim Soker, Fred Arp, Lou Bronson, so many people going all the way back in Aggie pride. Pam Gill Fisher, what a rock. Kathy DeYoung, what a rock here. All these people are tied to the tradition of Aggie pride. Really inspirational and really fortunate to be part of this moment. I'm going to turn it back to Kevin Blue for a super exciting announcement.
Thank you, Coach. We have one more really exciting bit of news to share. There's one person who has extended more influence on this project and on UC Davis athletics than anybody else, and he will be joining me up here in a moment. But first, I am very excited to announce that from now going forward, the project formerly known as the Student Athlete Performance Center will instead be referred to as the Edwards Family Athletic Center in honor of Bruce Edwards and his family. So we will break ground here ceremonially shortly on the Edwards Family Athletic Center. Bruce is here to celebrate with us today, And I just want to, on behalf of everybody associated with UC Davis Athletics, all of our coaches, staff, and student athletes, take a moment to recognize the exceptional and extraordinary impact that Bruce has had on our organization. His donor contributions are extraordinary, but more than that, Bruce has really invested himself in getting to know our student athletes, getting to know our coaches, being there every step of the way along the process. His involvement is really special. The depth of knowledge that he has about our student athletes, coaches, and staff is really special. And we just couldn't be more pleased to have a supporter like Bruce, who's been alongside us for every single step of the way on many things, and on particularly this project, which is the Edwards Family Athletic Center. So with that, I'd love for my friend Bruce Edwards to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Kevin. I wish my father could see this. He'd be really surprised. Anyhow, this is a great day for UC Davis, UC Davis Health, and UC Davis Athletics to celebrate the groundbreaking of a 50,000 square foot athletic center. This is a dream come true for me. I've worked with 3 chancellors and 5 athletic directors to get this project off the ground. But with the able leadership of Chancellor Gary May and Athletic Director Kevin Blue, here we are today building the athletic center. This athletic center is going to be a game changer for athletics. And that's a term you're probably going to be hearing from other people, coaches, players, alumni, fans, and also from me. And I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm going to say it again. This is going to be a game changer. Why is this athletic center so important? Well, it's incorporated a lot of different things. We have a state-of-the-art strength and conditioning, which you've heard about. We have a fantastic training room. We have a huge auditorium that will be used for both academics and also for athletics, for meetings, and also for lectures. We have offices for academic advisors, so the students can meet with their advisors while they're meeting with their coaches. We have meetings rooms for the all the different sports that are in the athletic center. And of course, we have the student medicine center that is being provided by UC Davis Health. And you've heard a lot of this today, so I'm repeating it, but it's really important. As you can see, we have packed a lot into the athletic center, and the coaches are really going to use this athletic center as a tool for future recruiting. And this is going to be big to help them with recruiting. And if you don't believe that, talk to them and they'll tell you. I was reacquainted with UC Davis 15 years ago after about a 45-year break. And when I came back on campus, I felt that athletics needed some financial help. And at that time, we're transitioning from D2 to D1. And so it was too hard to try to get a lot of people together to give. And so I tried to give by example and hoping other people would follow. Well, they have. And so we have a robust fundraising program. Chancellor Linda Katehi, former Chancellor Linda Katehi, told me one time when we were at a foundation board meeting that a university is a stool with 3 legs. One leg is academics, another leg is arts, and the third leg is athletics. And she said, in order to have a robust university, you have to excel in all 3 areas. Today, our teams are competing for championships. And the reason that we are competing for championships because we have outstanding coaches, exceptional student athletes, very good facilities, of which this athletic center is going to be one of them, and also a robust fundraising program. And we're doing well in all these areas. And the outcome of our teams and how they've competed is apparent that we are doing well. Now we're in the hands of Ecom, Hunt, and Gensler, the design team that you heard Jim Carroll talking about, and they were selected early last spring, and they're out here on the site today, beginning the building process. I've had the opportunity to look at one of their projects, which is down near where I live in the San Jose area. And it was the Student Activity Center for San Jose State. And I went through it, I had a tour, and it was very, very impressive. And that Student Activity Center had a lot of the component parts that our athletic center is going to have at UC Davis. It's going to be fun to watch the construction progress of our athletic center. And it'll really be fun when they start coming out of the ground, which you have to be patient because it takes a little while before they start sticking things up in the air that you can see. Now, the anticipated date, which I hope we reach, is April 2022. Scott Marsh, who is the play-by-play announcer for UC Davis football and also men's basketball, said something a few years ago that stuck with me. And I think it's apropos today as we dedicate this athletic center. The Aggies are coming. It's a proud moment for an Aggie athletics, and also this project is the epitome of Aggie pride. And thank you. I'm excited about this project, and go Ags.
Thank you so much, Bruce. Really, really inspirational to be with you and all the other supporters of a dream and a goal to be at a place that values winning national championships, playing professional athletics, and being a biomedical engineer. That doesn't happen many places. It does at UC Davis because of the vision and support of Chancellor May all the way down through Kevin Blue and all of our entire fan base and donor base that they pay it forward. And if you had the pleasure to associate with the student athletes that we do every day, you'd be inspired to help out. There's a lot of people that want to thank you, Bruce, and we want to thank a bunch of the other donors as well.
Bruce Edwards, through my tenure as a head coach, he was always there. He was always there willing to help.
He's one of a kind. I mean, every university has to have somebody like that. He's to Davis as to John Arriaga has been to Stanford.
Bruce, we have our thanks for leading the effort with this building. I know we've watched all the things that you've done, not only with this building, but other things on campus, and we're happy to be on your team.
Thank you, Bruce.
Bruce has been an inspiration to me, and as everything that Bruce works on seems to turn out well. So we're just happy that we could follow Bruce and support the new Performance Center.
Your contributions to athletics has been incredible over the years. Your leadership, your support, and you've drug a number of us along in your coattails to support at levels we had not historically supported. So hats off to you, Bruce.
Bruce, like everyone has stated today, I am also personally very, very grateful for your leadership and contributions on this project. As we've seen, you've been an inspiration to so many people along the way. Along those lines, I would also like to thank the many individuals and groups who have contributed to this project so far. Thanks to you, we're in a great position to finish our fundraising and to reach our goal. So on behalf of all of us here at UC Davis Athletics, thank you and go Aggies.
Hey, what an inspiration to have so many people committed to a wonderful project financially, emotionally, administratively. Can't thank you enough. What an inspirational moment.
Wait a minute, this is going to take too long. Where are the tractors?
All right, everybody, that's the end of the program. Go Aggies!
Long been said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. At UC Davis, we are taking the reins on our journey, making a bold and powerful move, and building our future. As the keystone creation in this journey, we present you to the Edwards Family Athletics Center. The Edwards Family Athletics Center will lead the way in our pursuit of scholar athleticism. The core of this facility is the Strength and Conditioning Center, 10,000 square feet of space, 21 Olympic lifting stations, and a vast array of cardio options highlight the available amenities. The center's proximity to the Bob Biggs practice field will allow for additional indoor and outdoor training that will further enhance the growth of Aggie athletes. UC Davis student athletes will receive analysis and rehab assignments in the adjacent Sports Medicine Center. The hydrotherapy pools, individual treatment spaces, as well as offices for athletic trainers and physicians provide the sphere of medical support needed to ensure our Aggies are performing at their best. A philosophical centerpiece of the Edwards Family Athletics Center is dedicated space to the personal growth, educational pursuits, and career exploration for our student athletes. The Bruce and Marie West Auditorium will be a modern home for both team meetings and academic classes. The adjacent lounge and the Mike and Renee Child Classroom space serve a resource for the Aggie Evo program and private meeting spaces for mock interviews, group study, and networking. With your support, we don't need to predict our future. We'll know it. The Edwards Family Athletics Center is our solution, and you are the key. Let's create our future together and build a center for all Aggie athletes to come.